What's up, everybody? This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. So I got the Motorola Z4 in the building, and it's a device that I've been using for about 3 days now, and it's a phone that I really like. I mean, we talk about mid-tier market, right? The Z4. Let me give you my thoughts on this device. So sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. What's up, guys? This is Eric back with another video. So I got the Motorola Z4. Now, if you watch my YouTube channel, I've made a lot of videos about Motorola phones all the way back to the Moto X4, the Moto Z3, the Moto Z2, and so forth and so on. And I got the Moto Z4, and I'm kind of thinking the vision of Motorola, right? This phone here brings in some unique features, some past and some present features. You got the poker pins on the back, you got all the bells and whistles. Let's go and talk about the specs. You got the 675 processor with 4 gigs of RAM. You got 128 gigs of internal storage, complemented by SD card support. You have a headphone jack on here, right? That is a feature in 2019, a headphone jack. You got one camera on the back, which is 48 megapixels, which we go talk about a little bit further in this video. And on the front of the device, we got a 6.2-inch display with a teardrop notch, 19:9 aspect ratio, 1080p with an in-display fingerprint scanner. And on the back of the device, instead of going with all glass, it went with all metal. So overall, this phone feels good. It's light. It has that thin profile, and just like Motorola, it has the camera hump in the back because it has to fit the motor mods. And look, here's the thing. I remember Motorola was saying a long time ago that it was going to support motor mods for 3 years or 2 years or something like that. But now we are in the 4th generation of Z devices, and we now still have the motor mod support, which is not a bad thing because Motorola now include the 360 camera mod in the box when you buy the Moto 360. So overall, I mean, it's not going to be the win-all be-all when it comes down to the design, the specs, but it is a mid-tier device. And look, Motorola tweaked their devices to run very well. We're going to talk about software in a minute. Let's talk about software. Now, Motorola has stepped up to the plate and make sure that their past devices and the current devices is up to par when it comes down to software. Now, the Moto Z4 is running Android 9.0 with Motorola Skin, a light version. I mean, listen, this is so much stock going on here. The only thing that Motorola add to the devices is the usual chop for the flashlight to come on, or twist for the camera to open, which is a pretty standard thing that Motorola does. Don't let the specs fool you when we're talking about the 675 processor with 4 gigs of RAM. Now, everybody get all hyped about 855 and 12 and 20 gigs of RAM. The Motorola Z4 will play every game in the App Store with no problem. So when it comes down to performance, this phone is very much optimized to play everything. You won't have no problems with, you know, performance with this phone. And look, if you go back and look at some of my past videos with the Motorola X4 and the Motorola Z3 and the Motorola Z2, this phone runs just as well as the past devices and even better. So let's talk about the cameras. We got a single camera setup, kind of sort of like the Pixel, with a lot of software enhancements and stuff like that. Look, the pictures that I took on this device looks pretty good, but I will put it to the test to some other devices to see which one is king supreme. But so far, the camera's been pretty good. Don't have no problems with the cameras with the Motorola Z4. But look, everything is done with software enhancement. You do have portrait mode. You do have all the bells and whistles. You can shoot at 4K 30 and everything in between with this device. So look, I got future videos coming. You know how I do it here on this YouTube channel. So stay tuned. I will put this camera to the test. So let me give you my conclusion after having this phone for about 3 days. The battery life on his has been pretty stellar. I only charged this phone maybe once since I took it out the box. The 1080p display on this device has been pretty good. It's bright and vivid with the teardrop notch and the in-display fingerprint scanner. Not the fastest, but it gets its job done. the overall build quality on here won't blow you away. If you're coming from a Z3, you already know what you're getting. It supports all the motor mods, which is a good thing. The specs on here, again, mid-tier specs on this device. So again, it won't blow you away with the specs. The cameras on here, to be determined. The picture quality so far has been pretty good, but I have to do more testing with this phone. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the Moto Z4 in all its glory. See you guys on the next video. Peace.